I have battles waging inside of me. Every day is like a war front, and I am the enemy. I am targeted with lies and deception. Sometimes I don't realize they're only figments of my imagination. Fitting into society is already hard enough, but I became so consumed with it that I felt like I was handcuffed. I couldn't bring myself to unlock them with the key. I was so insecure, and those lies haunted me. I lost that key, probably placed it out of sight, out of mind, and became comfortable with the handcuffs I was assigned. I grew numb to their pain and let the chains drag, but they constantly pulled me down, and my emotions began to sag. I tried to hide my chains, but they were hard to cover up. I needed to do something, but I felt completely stuck. I wanted to be set free, but I wouldn't allow people to see the real me, because the real me wasn't who I wanted them to see. Fear became the outrageous ruler of my actions and thoughts. If I were to mess up, I was afraid of getting caught. I had a planned routine. Go to church, go to school, go to every Christian camp. They wouldn't suspect a thing. I could live my life balanced on this insanely thin string. And I thought I could balance all those things in my past. I mean, I said a prayer when I was 7. Don't those sort of things last? I thought I had escaped from it all, but my wandering mind was in downward free fall. I sank deeper and deeper into my childish fears, bringing up all the lies the demons told me throughout my years. The silence in rooms I would learn to hate, and no one prepared me for that state, because I was under attack, like there was a giant red target just taped on my back. In those times you're alone, you replay thoughts that day, manipulating them and letting demons have their play. One day a friend came to me and told me, "I know you're better than this," as if the struggles I faced were just a quick fix. I know they are now, but I was blinded back then because I couldn't see past all the guilt of my sin. My friends would comfort me with words, but they were muffled and faint. I tried to feel happy, but I had some restraint. I wanted to feel what they felt. I didn't want to feel this way because I was completely unaware of how far I must have strayed. I was in denial of myself and the road I was on, so much so that I would think, it'd be better if I were gone. And if you haven't been down that road, I don't expect you to understand how lonely that road may seem and how uneven are those lands. The chains became tighter around my wrists and left scars and cuts that bled. I couldn't carry them anymore. My arms felt dead. Maybe I was searching for something, but in all the wrong places. For I hadn't experienced true love until I encountered where true grace is. And the guilt and the pain seemed to slip off my back. I no longer felt like I was under attack. Upon this new realization, the chains couldn't hold me back. I no longer believed the lies those demons sold me. I picked up my dragging chains and started walking away from the old me. I am no longer defined by my sin. Jesus opened the door and took me in. Or maybe I let him in because he had been waiting there outside. He never gave up. He never stopped to try. He knocked on my door every day and every night. But I was too concentrated with the demons and their lies that I didn't even hear the knocking. No, I didn't even try. Because Jesus, he calls me by my name. He shows me grace. He shows me mercy. He shows me love that casts out every fear. And when you're in the valley of death, that's all you want to hear. Because when you come to Jesus, he gives you forgiveness, peace, and rest. He came down to this earth to give life to the hopeless. And yes, there's hope in this life, and there's joy in this life. And if you don't think that there is, I've been down that path too. And sadly, that's where I would have died. Yes, that's true. But don't take this lightly when I say this to you, because that's not the case. You see, Jesus saved my soul with his redeeming grace. Those scars from the chains that were left on my skin were directly transferred and mirrored onto him, the Lamb who was slain and rose to life the third day. He's the one who is perfect in every single way, because our lives, once stained, were made clean through his name. As the blood poured out and flowed freely from his veins, he broke those restraints. Yes, he broke every chain. He broke the ones we thought were latched together for good. He holds their keys in his hands and told the devil, "You misunderstood." Because the grave couldn't hold down the Savior, he passed through death and showed Satan who's greater. O sin, where are your shackles? O death, where is your sting? Your minor schemes couldn't imprison the one true King. Because my King, he is the King of Kings. He is the Lord of all. No one compares to his majesty. I believe all of us have chains that we need to break from, but the answer we need is the begotten Son. Those chains I dragged behind me were broken. I left them on the ground, right where they fell down. And you can have yours broken too. The only question remains, what chains are holding you?